break it.
Do what?
Look like Bozo. Don't you like Bozo the clown like that?
And mommy, you say yes?
Oh yeah.
You do.
What would you want me to do? Y'all, alright guys. Okay, fine. Excuse my parents.
Okay.
How about that? Excuse my parents. As y'all heard my mother say, I look like Bozo the clown.
Oh, that's how we do it.
So sorry that I look like Bozo the clown right now. But here in Virginia Beach at the beach, this humidity ain't nothing nice. So therefore my hair is frizzing up, which is fine with me. But I don't have a comb or a brush right now. I don't mind. That little comb is not a comb. Alright. I want to do a video. But as y'all see, we got some distractions. Mom, that little comb, that little fine tooth comb, that ain't what we do. No, exactly, right? My grandma's over here, my mother's right here.
She looked in the drawer.
Huh? I seen a comb on the mirror. That's comb is a fine tooth comb. My hair doesn't do fine tooth combs.
What is that? Turn on. Is that elastic in your hair?
Anyways, guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Tinesha Davis, remaining positive even with this. Now, in this video, we are going to do a paycheck budget. I got paid today. Today is Thursday, and we did this last time, and you guys seem to like it, so we're going to do it again. I normally do this. It's like 7 p.m. I'm trying to catch daylight. But I normally do this when I wake up in the morning because it's my thing. But y'all know I ain't ready to be on nobody's camera when I first wake up in the morning. So we're going to do this now. So, with the balance that I'm sharing with you guys, this is not my paycheck. This is what's in my bank account at the time that I got paid. So, as of right now, that's the first thing I do. I go to my bank account. I have $8,066. Okay. Now, one of the things that we see is that a check for $240 had cleared, and that was for my lawn, right? So I also pull up my Every Dollar app at the same time to, what's the word? What am I doing right now? Not consolidate. I can never remember the word. So in June, we're going to go back and we're going to make sure that we have everything zeroed out in the June budget. What was still holding on was that $240 check. We was waiting for that to clear. So now we can go ahead and zero that out because we see that that cleared. After that, the next thing I'm going to do is, I know exactly what needs to be done with this paycheck. This is a special paycheck. All my paychecks are special. I always feel like getting paid is like a holiday, guys. So with this special paycheck, we get to pay our mortgage. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. And I'm going to show y'all what I do when I go to pay my mortgage. Now, we are not going to look at this, so you're not going to see it on screen. You're just going to hear me tell you about it. And the reason why is because there's just too much information here that I do not even feel like trying to block out and all of that. But basically, one of the first things I do on the first paycheck of the month, which is what this is I pay my mortgage out of the first paycheck. My first paycheck comes before the 15th of the month, right? It can come for anywhere between the 1st and the 15th. Y'all know how that goes. You have up until the 15th to make your payment. At least my bank, you do, before it's considered late. So I don't care if my check comes in on the 13th of the month. I will wait till the 13th and I pay that bill then. I, for the most part, try to pay all of my bills with the money made within that month. So right here we see that my mortgage payment is $2,582.31. Okay, So we are going to make that payment, but also we are going to add the principal from last month that I told you would be added. I wait till the end of the month, see what's left over in the bank account, and that is what I would add to the first month's payment. So last month we had said, especially if you look at my June wrap-up video, how did I do in the month of June, you will see what I said I was going to send to my mortgage. And I said I'm sending $3,640 to the mortgage. So at that point, I go ahead and I add the $3,640 plus the $2,582.31. And that gives us $6,222 that I'm sending to my mortgage, right? So we have $8,066 in the bank account. So let's go ahead and subtract that. 8,066 minus 6,222. So that means we have a remaining balance in the bank account of $1,844. Okay, so with the $1,844, what are we going to do with that? Now that we have the mortgage taken care of, the main thing, we're going to go to, I have 3 credit cards that I live my life off of. A lot of you know that I live a credit card lifestyle, and what this means is that I don't necessarily have to wait for paychecks to pay bills. I go ahead and I pay all my bills, and I usually pay all of my expenses using credit cards, and then when I get paid, I then go in and make payments on my credit cards. Okay, so by the end of the month, all my credit cards should have a balance of 0. Every now and again, I may diverge from the system, and last month was a prime example because I had a balance that I did carry over from Bank of America, and we talked about that in my last paycheck budget. But basically, it was a $149 fee for Ancestry.com that I said I was going to go ahead and apply to the month of July's budget. So we are going to go in there and we are going to handle that balance right now as soon as I get logged in. Isn't this exciting? Okay. And as we see with Bank of America, we have a $149. Oh no. Well, yeah. Okay. We have a $149 balance. The water bill is still pending. I don't typically pay things that are still pending because I just don't. I wait for it to actually go all the way through and then I'll pay that. So right now for this paycheck, we're going to pay the $149. Okay. So $149 paid. So we're going to go ahead and subtract that from our working budget, which I'm like writing down the numbers right here so we can keep up with what we're doing. And then of course we go back over to every dollar and we make sure that we zero out that $149. So Bank of America is done. The next thing we're going to go to is our Citibank credit card. All right, so Citibank, we see that we have a balance of $596.52. Okay, again, like I told you guys before, I don't typically carry over a balance, but remember this, I also say your purchases have a 30-day grace period. A month is 30 days. So if I make a purchase on the 25th of June, interest is accrued after the 25th of July. Now this is just my theory. I have not fact checked this at all, but it's typically what I do, right? For a lot of people, it's just easier. If you don't worry, y'all know I got my children here. For a lot of people, it's just easier to go ahead and just pay the balance off at the end of the month so that you don't leave any room for error. But you can look right here. You can see total activity since July 7th, blah, 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 what it says. But look at this. Down, down, down. Fees and interest, 0. I always check my statements for that, and the fees and interest are always 0. And I always pay my cards the way I pay them, right? So I'm just saying that to say that I don't necessarily say, oh my goodness, it's the end of the month, I got to make sure this is zeroed out. If I made a purchase towards the end of the month that may carry over to the next month, something like that. Y'all know what I'm saying. But a lot of times my purchases are made well within the month, so they can't all typically be paid off by the end of the month. But I say that because when you look at this statement started on July 7th. Today is July 9th. And you see that on July 7th, we just have a $33.76 purchase, and that was at Food Lion. Then we have a purchase that's still pending, so we're not caring about the pending right now. And then we have to go and look at last month's statement to see what the rest of this is. Okay, we have our $495 credit card fee that came in. $25.95 for Famous Dave's, $2 for Google Applaud. Y'all know how some channels have the applaud button, and you can actually press applaud and donate or give $2 toward that channel. So that's what that is. And I'm realizing that the applaud actually gives me 5. Yeah, because I paid $2, I got 10 points off of the $2. $15.82 for Wendy's, $23.99 for Taco Shop, tacos. So let's add that up. So $596.52. So now the question is, do I want to pay that $596.52? What do y'all think? Do I want to pay the $596.52?
If you owed it to them, yeah, pay it. Do that sound familiar to you?
Hey! Leaves me with $1,000. Leaves me with $10.99. I still have $10.99. Isn't that a cute number? $10.99 like taxes. $10.99. So okay, my mom said pay the bill. I'm gonna pay the bill. What I was considering was not paying the $4.95 credit card fee. Again, I have this all in my budget for the month, but I was like, sometimes, you know, if the numbers were running too tight, I can always wait till next paycheck to pay that $4.95. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pay the $5.96, and then that's gonna leave us with $10.99 in our bank account.
Let me see if I have enough to make a payment on my.
Are you? So now mom wants to sit here and make a payment on her bill, on her credit card.
$25.38. Should I pay it? That leaves me zero balance in my checking account.
Y'all hear her? When she $25.38, should she pay it? Then we hop back over to every dollar and we reconcile. That's the word I was just looking for. We reconcile what we just did. So we paid this credit card fee, and I'm going to do a video on, is that $450 credit card fee worth it? Of course, you know, I think it is. That's why it's here. But we're going to do this together, and I'm going to show you guys how I came up with the value cost analysis, the benefit analysis of that. Do you guys have the applaud button? If you have a YouTube channel and you have the applaud button, let me know. I only know of one person right now who has the applaud button, but I don't have the option for the applaud button. So next over, let's go to our American Express. All right, American Express says that we have a balance of, what do we got a balance of? Balance is $223.67. All right, so it looks like we have $11.99 for Google, and we have $128.74 for car insurance, and then we also have $69.95 for the alarm. So now with this one here, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pay that $69.95, and we're paying these separate because they're gonna come from separate accounts. The $69.95 comes from my rental account, and that means $153.72 is the remaining, and that is going to come from this checking account. So $10.99 minus $154 equals $945. And we are pretty much done with all of that. So we still have $945 in our bank account. So we just let that money sit, and it is all good in the hood. And with that money sitting at $945, what that also means is that I don't always wait for a paycheck to make payments, to pay bills. That means that as things on my credit card, as they clear, they're not pending anymore, I may go in on random days or whatever and make those payments, all the while always being mindful of what my bank account, what my checking account status is. So I know that this $945 is allocated to things that are already in my every dollar spreadsheet, so I know exactly where every dollar belongs, where every dollar is going. And I don't look at it like I have $945 left over, I can go on a shopping spree. No, I do my budget for the entire month. So even though the money may not be there for the entire month, I know what needs to be paid for that entire month. And this $945 goes towards that, right? And so like I said, it just sits there. I use my credit card for all my purchases, and then I just keep up with it in this spreadsheet of every dollar. That is where we are. Thank y'all for rocking with me with this paycheck and making sure that all my numbers are straight and all my things that got to be done are paid. And until the next video, guys, bye.
Bye.